Hi, Midofo, meeting the abdominal skin pain. Medisika komama dofo, any abusia, and the for tap send this so. Adentia, every say, so easy, reliable, fast, and convenient. Sim market where be na adofo, and saka, sikano, ewa Ghana, e quite pain, and I will be fast war. And one say, go back grabo or smartphone. Now I download do a tap send. Ewa phone so now what they call any jisam kesi and say baby I will be what me send this sika ekwa mo wabusuya ewa my Ghana mu ewa bra wonti ahye tap nemo mu kai say obe yusu promo code e was screen you see and the so now obenya £5 on top, €5 on top. Sika, what do you come out ebusia? Ewo oh my Ghana, ma mene papa, any budget dodo, sata aba.
If you ever thought that all your favorite programs are not going to happen because of COVID-19, then trust me, you have been thinking wrong, because I know one of the biggest we have on the calendar of events, that is EMY Awards. I've seen their nominations out. I've seen some 1 or 2 people campaigning for votes already. Then I asked, is it going to be virtual, or are we still going to have the less than 100 people or maybe 100 people in an auditorium to observe this event? That is why today's edition of Top 10 Events here on Sammy Flex TV, it is going to be very, very different, because my man from Event Guide Africa, Roland Amate, has brought a kingpin in our entertainment industry, and of course he is also an executive member when it comes to the organization of EMY's Awards. Something big is happening. But then let me tell you that I'm here with my team of producers led by Digital Rasta, Karen Sammy Flex, and I also have Yao Lapiki. Straight to my man Roland Amate, who is not here alone today. He actually brought a big man. Roland, why? What is new? What is changing today? Are we not doing a top 10 event in Ghana today?
Big man indeed. We will be doing the top 10 events.
Okay.
We will be doing the top 10 events.
Okay.
You know, if such a very prestigious and a big event is coming up, of course, we need to give maximum space to hear them out and to also know what is going on. Because in Ghana, currently, if you are talking about one of the biggest events in
very
Ghana,
prestigious,
very prestigious, that gathers most of the big
people by the big men.
Yes, the big men in Ghana and even outside. We are talking about exclusive men of the year awards. Yeah.
I see. All right, so straight to business. Mr. Daniel Sobo is an executive member from EMY's Awards, and so let's go straight that. How are arrangements so far? In fact, one thing I've seen is that I've seen nominees, and I've seen some people, shout outs to man like Zion Felix, who has started doing the media tour just to get votes for his particular nomination or category. Let's see how it is going. And Danny will tell us more. Big man, welcome to Sammy Flex TV.
Thank you very much for having me.
I know.
It's a pleasure to hear.
I know. You have been around us all the time.
Right.
You've been doing our thing every day.
Right.
I thought you guys were not going to do it because COVID has cancelled even major events around the world.
Exactly. And I think that we are not in normal times. It's been very difficult and heavy on all of us. But then I think that we also need to show resilience. We need to be show adaptability. And as you rightfully said, the EMY Africa Awards, it's one of the most prestigious awards in Ghana and of course around Africa. And our tagline is inspiring greatness, celebrating greatness to inspire greatness. We celebrate excellence, we celebrate achievers and all that. So we cannot buckle under this pressure. We need to set an example. We need to set the pace, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So yeah, it's the times are hard. We can't hold a huge event like we usually do. But we're definitely going to do something very close to what the EMY Africa Awards to be.
All right, so let's go in for the very fine details, because I know some events are happening, but most of the people will tell you we are doing a virtual awards where consumers or patrons will be in their homes watching from the comfort of maybe their phones or something. Is it going to be another virtual event, or are you going to have patrons in an auditorium?
Right, I think that the EMY Africa Awards has always been virtual, because even though we have a lot of people, we have a selected few attend the event and enjoy all the, the glam and all the things that the event comes with. The majority of the people will stay at home and watch the event. So a part of the event has always been virtual. So that aspect is still going to be maintained. Yes, it's going to be mostly virtual, but ours is with a twist. I won't give all the the gist out, but yes, it's going to be mostly virtual. We're still going to work within all the safety protocols that has been prescribed by the government of Ghana, and then the WHO as well. But one thing is for sure, all our award winners are going to be there to receive the awards. All our award, we're going to have award presenters, and our glamour and class associated with the event is still assured. This year, and it's going to be a very good content. I don't think anybody would want to miss the event on the 4th of July. Because it's going to be, I think if we are able to achieve what we have on paper, and I think that it will be one of the nicest content that we have produced, as an award scheme. In the past we always think about the ground, and then we think about virtual. But now we have a lot more focuses on the content that we are going to produce for the larger audience that is the people at home. And so we're trying to create or put together a very captivating 2-hour event, interspersed with performances and all the things that you can think about that makes the EMY Africa Awards what it is, but with a twist. Yeah.
I don't know if Roland, you would want to come in at this stage, because
so
you are also monitoring now.
as an event organizer,
Right.
How difficult is it putting up, especially finding a venue and also adhering to the social distancing protocols and all that? How difficult is it compared to the one that you've organized
Previous events? Yeah.
Right, I think that this year has been particularly very difficult, and it's not just us as the EMY secretariat or organization, but the events industry as a whole, and even several industries have been hit heavily by this whole COVID-19 pandemic, but we need to work around it. So yeah, we are challenged by sponsorship is not as good as previous years. We need to work within a certain number. It has put a lot of restriction on us, but we are trying to make the most out of it. So what motivates us as an organization is that we need to keep the brand going. You need to work around it, because we trust you me, we're going to live with this for a while. And so we don't need to stop. We need to find a way to work around the situation that we find ourselves in, and make the most of it. And if we say we are awarded an award scheme that celebrates excellence, celebrates people who are able to beat all the odds and become successful, then we need to exemplify that, and that is exactly what we're doing.
Okay, so an event of your caliber,
Right.
if not EMY, maybe another major event,
Right.
with the challenge of finding sponsorship at this time. So supposing they are not able to get the one that is going to help them to organize this year's event, you think it should be scrubbed off?
It's really tough. Even as an organization, as the EMY, it's really tough on us. But we, as I said earlier, you need to show resilience. You need to show that your brand can withstand,
This
so,
pressure.
and corporate bodies are watching. People are on the sidelines looking like, wow, these guys, even in all these tough times, they're still doing something. And a lot of people are going to crumble along the way. But I think that as a major awards king, we still need to you need to show strength. You need to show that you have a very strong and firm foundation. I mean, nobody expected this, but then if you are building an organization, you need to have all these things in place, all these measures in place, so that you can withstand all these shocks.
I see. Now, is it going to change some things? For instance, has it reduced your number of categories? Whatever you wanted to give out in terms of trophies or plaques, are you guys going to reduce the quality because money is not forthcoming, sponsorship is not forthcoming?
As a matter of fact, the quality of this year's quality is even going to be better, as I said. Yes, for the viewer at home. For the viewer at home, it's going to be better. As I said earlier, we are producing it for TV, and the things that we've been working on for the past 2 months. I mean, we've been working behind the scenes for a very long time. The content and the assets that we're putting together for this year's event, I don't think anybody will understand. It is world class, and I'm proud. I am excited because I'm excited to see the outcome of what we have on paper. Because I mean, our team is working around the clock. I'm actually coming from a meeting, where we are working around the clock to make sure that we produce a very good event that will rival any awards king around the world.
Now, there is something I'm interested in. You said you guys will make sure that the award winners will be there to receive their plaques.
Right.
So does it mean you guys are going to point out winners in advance, so you invite them alone to come for the event?
Our awards is our awards are divided into two. We have competitive, and then we have honorary.
Yes.
Our honorary awards are more than the competitive. So those who are taking the honorary awards already know that they are taking the awards. That is why you only see 3 categories out that people are talking about. We have the communications, we have the entertainment, and we have the sports. Those are the only categories out. But we have a lot more, out that people already know. Discovery of the year, man of the year, style, brand of the year. All those awards are already, the people already know that they are coming to receive the awards, and those people are coming. But with all these things, we're still going to work within, that number. We are using a scheduling system where people will come in and go, and whilst because the magic is going to be on the desk, because once we shoot. I don't want. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Talking about
scheduling.
Talking about scheduling makes me think about the Ghana man time attitude. Are you really going to rely on the ordinary Ghanaian to do schedules for a program as huge as a Meet Awards? Are you going to put your luck in the hands of some people?
Right. It's a full day production. So and thankfully, the kind of people we deal with are people who are time conscious. The businessmen, all these people, they are business conscious. They are time conscious. You give them 8, they are there at 8. You give them 9, they are there at 9. So that is why the EMY Awards is a bit different from all the other awards. That even if our event starts late, it is not as late as other events does. We are always on time. It's because all our guests are always on time. So as for the time factor, we have to. The pressure is always on us to be able to deliver and to be able to be ready to receive the guys at the time we give them. But as for coming on the time, our guys are always there.
You are so sure that
they're always there. Every year there's been that. Every year we have been the people who have not been ready to receive the people. You know, every time the guys are there, when you see 6, red carpet starts at 6.
Yeah,
Everybody's there. It's amazing. You think that will come at 7, but at 6 they're there.
I see. All right, still talking about Miss Africa 2020, and like I told you, maybe you were thinking that you were not going to witness this event because of COVID-19, but the organizers, led by Mr. Daniel Sobo here, has confirmed to us that on July 4th, this is going to happen. He tells us it's going to be at a special venue and again on TV.
Right.
I don't know if it will be wise for us to know the venue, and which TV station will be partnering with you guys to show this.
Right, so it's going to be live on Joy Prime TV,
Okay.
and then Joy News TV, and it's also going to be live on our online channel, online platforms.
Okay.
You know, at EMY Africa Network, YouTube, and then on Facebook, and then on Instagram as well. You know, so that's basically, so anybody can watch the awards anywhere in the world on the 4th of July at 8 p.m.
Okay.
It's good. I won't disclose the location because when you want to disclose the location, then people would just come in and we don't. The location is going to be known by the people who are invited. And I mean, for us, even photography is not allowed. The photography is going to be professionally produced. We are putting out photography.
So the media people are not invited like that?
No. We will give you the content and you put it out.
So they will not be at the event?
We control the narrative.
So they will not be at the
No.
event? Oh. It has never been like that?
Yeah. I mean,
because of
it's normal time.
Okay, I get it. No, the way you were saying.
So we have our own production team. So all the quality of the pictures that we want to put out is what we want to put out. So we wouldn't have too many, and then again that would also allow us to work within the number.
Exactly.
Because the media alone can be a lot.
Their cameras and their stands.
Exactly. So if I have my own camera person like you have here, we have here, you know, we take our pictures, we take our short videos and all that, we put it together and then we share it with you. You know, you post it.
I see. All right, Roland, if you have any other question to ask Mr. Sobo.
Yeah, I think he has exhausted everything. Why really me now? So
let's find out who is receiving the highest honorary this year. Last year was
Dr. Ernest Ofrisako.
Yes, I remember Dr. Ernest Ofrisako, one of
a very great man.
Yes, I want to mention the award. What's the name?
Special
Eyes and the bank to
best
point savings and loans
and best point insurance.
Yes, best point insurance goes. So last year,
and then he also owns a part of UTV.
I know. He's a friend to Despite Media as well.
They're actually like brothers.
I know. So this year, who is taking the ultimate?
Right. So we usually don't disclose who so that's our ultimate award. We usually don't disclose it, even though the person knows that they come to receive it.
Oh, the
so
person.
they and their family know.
So
but we don't
celebrating.
Oh yeah, so we don't put it out until the day of the event.
Okay.
Where they come and then we announce it. That makes it more exciting. That will let more people tune in to it. But last year was very exciting. We are very proud of our 2019 Man of the Year, which is Dr. Ernest Ofrisako. Last year when he won, we had the opportunity to travel. I had the opportunity to travel with him and despite to Scotland as part of his winning package, sponsored by one of our sponsors to that town for a week, and it was really magical.
Oh wow, you guys had fun.
Oh yeah. I mean,
no, I can just imagine.
Sandwiched by two
rich men,
powerful men. I felt like I was on cloud 9.
Too much shopping for you.
So that is one of the exciting aspects of this whole thing, this whole project, where you get to network, get to meet all these people that you can only dream about.
So this year will be the 4th or 5th?
This is the 5th.
This is the 5th. Wow,
yeah.
This is the 5th. Yeah, that's very true.
Right.
I think I have been part of 3 of them very solidly.
Right.
The last one was some way, somehow not very tight.
Right.
But this year I believe I'm going to. What should I do to be nominated or to be honored by Emmys in the near future? I'm not talking about Sammy Flex, I'm talking about whoever is following the organization.
Right, I think that it's a very prestigious event. You should be a captain of your industry. So what we are actually trying to do is inspire people to be great. and that's why we pick people who are doing great things to inspire greatness. Our goal is to, is to just tell, to encourage people to work hard, to want to be on that EMY Africa stage, and by working hard, you will attain greatness. Telling the stories of all these people, seeing all these people. When we were in the ordinary times, we had 500 people coming, and you can imagine how many calls we get, people wanting to attend the awards. But if you are not nominated, or if you are not shortlisted, you can't be there. And if you want to be in that league, then you need to work hard. So our goal as an organization is to work hard. Of course, we as organizers are also always encouraged when we see some of these great people. They are nuggets of wisdom that they share with us and all that. So we've raised the bar. It's not something that you can easily. Our trophy, which we call the Thinker, is not something that you can easily pick up. You need to have worked.
Okay, so that is a trophy. I think.
Yes. It's called the Thinker. It's not something that you can easily pick. And if you look at the trophy, you see that the bottom is a bit rough, and it goes up, so it becomes like a fine man. That's thinking. So I mean, people go through rough times till they become you go through a rough time to become that perfect man. And every perfect man or every great man is a thinker. They really think through the night.
Wow.
So that is what we
know that the event is male biased, if I should say.
Yes,
due to its focus and vision.
Right.
And what I realized is there's a female category in there. What brought about that female category?
Right, so the EMY Africa Awards is a Father's Day related event. That's what inspired the awards. So we realized that on or around Father's Day, there wasn't anything happening. And our research, God has informed us that people, felt that men were not,
celebrated well.
Men obviously were not celebrated because men were not playing their roles well, or men were not living up to expectation. But there are some great people, some great men, some great fathers, and we felt that we needed to change that status quo. We needed to give that young boy at home somebody that they can look up to, even if they don't have a father figure at home. And that's what we do. If you watch the EMY Africa Awards, you can see that a great man in there that you want to grow up to become. And that's exactly what we've done. We included 2 categories for women because we felt that beside every successful man is a woman. So we have the Woman of the Year, and then we have the Young Achiever Female. Because men relate to women. Men have wives, men have daughters, men have sons. So we had to draw them. Even the men focus on. That's it.
Now, after 5 years of being Emmys, are you guys getting recognition in Africa?
Right. So yes, of course. That is why it's called the EMY Africa Awards. So we are gradually.
The name could be Africa, but then it will still be limited to Ghana.
So yeah, we are actually every year we award somebody from Africa. Every year since the 2nd edition, we have always awarded somebody from Africa, and they've always attended. So we've awarded Adebola Williams, we've awarded the UBA chairman. This year we are awarding 2 people from Nigeria. Obviously they can't be here, but they are going to be part of the award virtually. So yeah, we are gradually rolling out, and don't be shocked if our next edition will be held in another country.
Oh wow!
So those are some of the stuff that we are working on. I mean, we look at.
Are you guys selling the franchise or something?
No. It's just a matter of partnership.
And I suspect it's going to be Nigeria. I know that.
I've not said it.
Because I even looked at the people you've added in Africa, and
most of
the names came from Nigeria.
I mean, they're like our brothers, so it's always easy to relate to them, and they are more, accommodating.
Okay, now I know some of your favorites have been nominated in the 3 competitive categories. that is the sports, entertainment, and communication. And our own Zion Felix and Giovanni Calvin. Some people have been nominated in there. Let's go for the details, if only Mr. Daniel Sobo has them, as to how to vote for your favorite person in any of the categories. Obviously, I would always vote for Zion Felix too. Yeah, Mr. Sobo, I don't know if you have the details.
Well, I mean, all the three competitive categories are very keenly contested. As you may well know, we have a very strong faculty that and secretariat that works around the clock to make sure that we select the right people, normally the right people, and we also include the public. The public's voice is also heard. So we started the process by getting nominations from the public, and then the secretariat also does. We do a lot of work. So together we put out our nominees. And the voting has been very crazy. I think that the first day we opened nominations, our website almost crashed because the influx of people was amazing. So you can go to our website www.emyafrica.com/voting. And follow the protocols to vote. Or you can also visit our Instagram page at EMY Africa. And all the pictures are there. Just go and like the pictures.
It's liking voting as well.
Liking is voting, and it's free. It's basically free. And
so if I go there and like you have individual posters there. So the more I like one particular poster,
you can only like once.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. Yeah. So if I like that one, it means I voted for. Oh, that is so simple.
Yeah, so simple. We just want to make it very simple for everybody. Nobody's paying anything to vote. When you go to our website and then you click, you can just go in there, and you click and you vote. That's all. You would have voted for the president. We have EY Ghana, that's Ernst & Young. Those are our event statisticians. So they are working behind the scenes to make sure that everything is free and fair.
I see. Alright guys, so wherever you find yourself, in whatever corner you are practicing your profession, make sure you shine. If you shine, one day you will also be part of Miss Africa. Whether you're going to compete or you're going to be honored, it can still come back to you. Mr. Daniel Sobo has given us all the exclusive details here on Sammy Flex TV, and a program or a segment powered by Event Guide Africa, Roland Amate. We are going for his final information before we wrap up, but then it is on July 4th at 8 p.m. So make sure you be around your TV, your phone. You just have some data if you're going to be out, so you can watch on your phone as well. Let's get all the necessary details, and on the day we will clap for some people, for some deserving winners as well. Yes, Mr. So your final message.
Right. So our voting ends on the 22nd of June. So go out there and vote for your favorite nominees. The awards is going to air on the 4th of July. If you're in Ghana, you can watch it on Joy Prime and Joy News, 8 p.m. Joy News can actually be viewed across Africa.
Sure.
So you can also on DSTV. So you can watch it on DSTV as well. If you don't have TV at home, you can also watch it online. On all our platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and then Instagram at EMY Africa. And it will be worth your while. It is a program you don't want to miss, because we are putting our heart and soul in it. Even though it's a very difficult time, I think that we need to give people hope. We need to give our industry hope. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Now the good thing is that this year we've experienced or we've witnessed some 1 or 2 virtual events, and after everything, I know my guys at events they'll be doing their own rating. They've done one for 3 music awards, and they did for the Heroes concert for VGMAs as well. So the next thing we're going to observe is Miss Africa, and after that I'm sure they will do their thing. Roland, how about you? Your final message before we run out of here?
Okay, so I think everybody should watch out for Emmy Awards, because they've won. When they came, they won the Emerging Event of the Year.
And I know that this year we're winning the best. No, because last year our award was
in terms of feel, look and feel,
organization, and everything.
They had it.
Definitely.
I know we are. So if we don't win that award, would
They
probably
stand
do
they
that.
stand a chance. They stand a chance of winning.
Yeah.
Of course. So
Right.
when I was very glad initially when they emerged as the emerging event of the
Right.
year when they organized their maiden one.
Mm.
So and seeing them grow up to this year to the 5th edition, I must say I am really proud of the organizers. In fact, they've really made the country very proud. So we are really looking forward to exclusive one of the year.
All right, so same way when the event is done, those who are active followers of this channel, we will get the tidbits and
Right.
the updates just for you.
Right.
You know it already that we cannot be there. We are also observing social distancing in
Right.
our office,
Right.
so we will not be able to get there. But then for the information, we will make sure we will not leave you guys
Right.
out. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Sobo, for
Right.
gracing our studios for the details on Miss Africa 2020. My name is Sammy Flex. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, and Yaola PG. They are the producers, directors, and editors of Top 10 Events in Ghana, powered by Event Guide Africa, and their rep, Roland Amati, always making it happen. We are out of here.